We love Trixie Mattel. She's hosted a cruise for me, actually, from to the upcoming Trixie Motel in Palm Springs. I love the idea that there's going to be a motel where you probably pay $750 a night in the motel. You know what I mean? She has become the ultimate drag race media maven, amassing more than 2.7 million followers on social media. So who are the other 9? That kind of got us thinking, because this week, Trixie became the #1 most followed person in social media from the RuPaul's Drag Race universe. All right, you want to hear who else is in this list?
Yeah, right here.
Number 2 is, of course, Bianca Del Rio.
Love her.
And it's very exciting to know that the old girls still, wait. Number 3,
Come for you.
Number 3 is
Hurricane
Trixie. You know, by the way, on the cruise, she hosted a roast of Michelle Visage, and she just killed me. And when I say kill me, I mean killed me. And I was so stunned at some of the things that she said. The only thing I could do was flip her off in front of the entire audience, and I flipped her off. And she goes, and she, as quickly as that said, "Is that all you can use, that old wrinkled finger?"
My favorite thing about Bianca is that friend of the show and Naked Sworn porn producer Mark McNamara and her used to date.
Oh.
So I'm wondering how many scene porn shoots she was at.
That shocks me, because I didn't even know Bianca Del Rio was capable of having sex. All right, number 3 is Trixie's cohort from Katya. She's there, Katya. Number 4 is singing sensation Adore Delano. Number 5 is Instagram superstar Plastique Tierra. Number 6 is Violet Chachki. She did Russia for us. Can you imagine bringing RuPaul's Drag Race to Russia?
Wow.
Number 7 is Kimchi. I had kimchi Saturday night.
Beauty.
First time I had ever had kimchi.
No.
It was great at a Korean
Well, she looks
barbecue.
much prettier than the pickled cabbage.
Yes, exactly. Number 8 is our dancing sensation, Alyssa Edwards. She was good. She was really good this last season of AGT, right?
I got it.
The clocking. It's
can't
called
do it.
clocking.
Is that what it's called? I never
And
did it.
I thought it
clocking,
was
right?
clicking, but she does it further back. So
Yeah, clocking, right? Number 9 is Alaska Thunder, and we are not on NBC, so we can say Thunder Fuck.
Or
There we
Alaska
go.
5000 for the
Or
PG-13
5,000,
crowd.
Right, okay. And the number 10 spot is just slightly behind Alaska, and that is Sasha Velour. Our celebrity headline this week is Trixie Mattel is now Drag Race's most followed alum. What do y'all think?
I think it's amazing.
Do you follow? I mean,
don't
you
do
must.
social media. That's the
but
problem.
but you follow RuPaul's Drag Race?
I don't follow RuPaul's Drag Race, but I do love.
Well, how'd you know all these girls?
Well, because you still hear about them. Just because I don't hear about them by social media or by watching the show doesn't mean that
Okay.
I'm not that crazy in community. I know things.
All right.
But
You
no,
hear things.
exactly.
I know things.
But no, I love Trixie on. But then I also love her on Queens Who Like to Watch with
That's
Katya.
right.
The entire Fear Street trilogy they both watched. I love that trilogy. I kept going back for more after I watched that. So I have binge watched that while eating tacos on Taco Tuesday. Crazy like that.
Trixie is an amazing business person. She understands marketing
She's smart.
better than anyone except for maybe Mama Ru herself. And she's just hilarious. And her and Katya are such a good they're such a good team. I recently, my best friend's boyfriend loves drag queens, and we were at their house hanging out drinking, and I put on, and he's like, "What the fuck are we watching?" And then he sat there and we binged the show for 3 hours, and he was like, "Oh my God, they're so funny." I'm like, "Yes, it's such a stupid show, and it's so funny."
Dan, are you a RuPaul fan?
I'm not.
You're not
I mean,
at all.
I love the concept.
What do you love? What's the concept?
The
of love?
idea.
What's the idea
The
you love?
freedom of expression.
The freedom. Which freedom of expression is it that you
Go
love?
open his closet and you'll find out.
He saved you, sir. He saved you.
You said
You know what's really funny about RuPaul's Drag Race? Everybody knows. I came in at 2 and 3, and I was there for a long time. What's interesting is the early season girls could not compete today to save their lives. Now, and people argue with me. Okay, I respect your opinion, but in my opinion, early season girls could not compete. Bianca broke the mold in 6. But early seasons, the girls couldn't compete.
Well,
and wait, just to finish the thought, what's really interesting about this list and why people are following is you're watching talented people beyond the expression of just being a drag queen. They're doing more. They're either singing or their makeup or their personality or their humor or their acting ability or their implementation or all of those things. And as a result, they're becoming stars. And they're elevating through a platform that could never get them to that stardom. And that's the genius of RuPaul's Drag Race today.
Yeah, and then to piggyback on that, I think there's an added layer in there, which what you said is they're great marketing people. In my opinion, I don't think this is the top 10 most talented. I think they're talented. I love all these ladies.
Yeah.
But they've got another level.
Mark, I'm curious, who's the best RuPaul drag queen ever in the history of the 14 seasons?
You know what? This is a good question because for me, this has been an interesting up and down in the whole trajectory of Queens. And I am actually, I'm a Ginger Minj fan.
Seriously?
Wow. I think Ginger Minj was the bomb.
Great voice.
Great voice, energy, personality, presence, look. You know, came out as a large and in charge gal, but made it glamorous and sexy as hell. Yeah. And just there's a certain something.
Now you saved him. Let's turn to Dan Rios. I won't even look at him. Dan, who is the best RuPaul drag queen of the 14 seasons?
From our marketing maven, tell us that.
I, without a doubt, kimchi.
Kimchi, really?
Absolutely.
There's no question.
No question.
I'm going to get.
Were you at the South Beach Wine and Food Festival drag brunch? Because she rocked it.
Did she? All right.
Give out free products.
I'm going to get a shank in the side before the end of this show. And David, who's the best of all time? One person, only one.
Oh,
choose.
I've got a tie too.
Nope, one.
Shangela.
Shangela.
Shangela's amazing.
Awesome. She is amazing. And
I don't watch the show, but I do know all of the queens that you mentioned.
One.
I don't know.
Just one.
Shangela, because I love her.
Shangela, yeah.
Shangela Queefa Watley.
Thank you, Queefa.
All right, you know who the best of all time is?
Who?
Al.
RuPaul.
No, Bianca Del Rio. Bianca Del Rio crossed a line that probably will never, ever be touched because she's not a beautiful drag queen. And she's a beautiful drag queen, but she's not a beautiful drag queen. But her wit and humor is just, you stand her in a room and she's going to slay and slay and slay.
I fell in love with her in Hurricane Bianca. I watched that show and I watched, the movie, and then the second one.
Really?
Which, I'm sorry, Miss Del Rio, I'm just going to say it was kind of But the first one, I lived for that one.
I just want to say, Bianca, the second movie. Okay, all right.
And
you know she's going to watch this.
It was not because of you, Miss Del Rio. Please do not be mad at me. Sorry.
No.
But it was
so Barney
everyone else.
said your second movie sucked. Period. Done.
That's what I heard.
All right, that's what I heard. LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure